they came through here to do the sealing, they didn't have to do much sealing. There wasn't much in the way of cracks. We did, however, find quite a bit of cracking, a lot of fatigue cracking for that matter, as well as transverse cracks. We found quite a bit of cracking out here on the very inside edge of the test section. You can see. And we documented this appropriately on the crack maps as medium severity fatigue cracking. Also here, as you can see, some spalling of the cracks. I deemed this high severity fatigue cracking because of the loss of material. There's a significant loss of material around the cracks themselves, and due to the fact that we have some pretty good rutting here, approaching 20 millimeters or so, leads me to believe that there's been some movement of material, and there's a small amount of evidence of pumping here, a little staining, which also is required to define the difference between medium severity and high severity fatigue cracking. You can see, if you look back, you can see the loss of material surrounding the cracks, and therefore I called this high severity fatigue cracking. I'll get out of the way of traffic here. Quite a bit of loss in around those cracks. Coming up, we have a small amount of sealed cracks. This was a longitudinal crack that was sealed, as you can see, during the time of treatments at this particular project, and since then some fatigue cracking towards the outside edge of the lane has developed. I have an interesting little starburst here, and I've been able to document that since I've been crack mapping this test section. A few cracks here and there. Here's a longitudinal crack in the center of the lane, a 4LB. Also a transverse crack towards the outside, or I should say inside edge, another one. There's quite a variety of fatigue cracking as well as other distresses within this test section. There's some fatigue cracking. Some of it's localized, and I did document that. At Station 4 here. Again, some fatigue cracking at the very outside edge of the lane. This is that type of pavement that kind of heals itself, and you can see where there was evidence of cracking prior, and it has healed itself. Leaving an outline of material that's been pushed into its place. And coming up the end of that test section. Next we have the chip seal test section, and we'll review that momentarily. Okay, here we are at the beginning of the chip seal test section. See this marks the